It has been a really rough couple of weeks in my household, and my bullet journal has felt the roughness. Now, some of you know that I have been in a fire situation. I live in Napa. Did not burn my house, thankfully. Fingers crossed that still doesn't happen. We didn't have to evacuate, but the stress, the loss of power, the loss of cell reception, and the smoke in the air, you can hear it in my voice. It's just been a week. I'm going to show you some bullet journal reality here, okay? This is what my habit tracker page looks like. Now, this is Monday when I'm filming this, Monday the 16th. And as you can tell, it's not that I didn't do all of these things, although I didn't do a lot of these things. But I did not track them, didn't track my pain, and I could not. Now, this actually didn't even start because I could not find my blood pressure situation, the monitor. I think it's lost somewhere in my packing, and so I'm gonna have to buy a new one, and I don't want to buy one yet because they're like $60, but whatever. So I'll have to come back to this eventually, but this is where I'm at, and I don't know if I'm gonna just jump back on the habit tracking now that I'm trying to get going again with my bullet journal, or if I'm just gonna say fuck it. I might try and just get going and just leave that there as a reminder, but we haven't figured that out yet. So yeah, I'm just walking. Suffice it to say, I'm going to walk you through what I have not done and what I have done in the past couple of weeks. And then I'm going to get set up, and it's going to be a brief setup because I want to just get going and not add a bunch of new shit and, you know, get all frazzled. Frazzle me dazzle. I don't want to do that. I think this was the page I had marked for my sadness diet. I saw some comments. I haven't responded to comments because I have just been so stressed out, but I will say I did see a couple comments asking about the sadness diet. If you don't know, I got a video on my channel. I have polycystic kidney disease, and I am on a renal diet now, which means that I have to limit sodium, phosphorus, potassium, protein, and I have to cut out or severely limit all animal products. That's kind of what I've got going on, and it's a lot of, and plus I have to stay away from a lot of whole grains, which is, I don't even know. So the list of what I can eat is a lot shorter than what I can't eat. And so I want to get that in here, but I haven't had time yet. To watch my setup, these were not there before. These are the Erin Condren stickers from one of the kits in the seasonal surprise box. I use them to cover up my shitty lettering, and I'm okay with that. And as you can see, the 6th is when I kind of mostly fell off in terms of challenges. So this is Oh So Doodles, how far I've gotten. And then Inktober, again, I got as far as I think the Sword, which was the 6th. So I've just been adding these drawings, and I'm going to add more, and I think I'm going to go back for all 3 challenges and get caught up when I actually have some time to sit down, which who knows when that's going to be, but that's my goal. Now, I love how this bullet journal page is turning out. I was not doing this on purpose. It just sort of started building in this way as I was trying to fit shit in, but I like how just interesting it looks. The reason there's washi tape up here is because I screwed up. I do feel like this Monday weather right here feels like a, I don't know, kind of a wiener. Like, we'll zoom in on this right here. I don't know, like, not a full-blown wiener because that would be weird with the fluffiness. It just felt a wiener. When I did it, when I drew the wind there, I felt it was a little wiener-esque. I'm just saying. As you can see here around the 6th is when my time tracking fell off. Now this is something I did that I did not show in my setup video. I put my time tracker here, but I turned it sideways, and it actually added the extra day because I was starting on the 1st, which was a Sunday. When I put it in this week, I'm going to start on a Monday. It's going to be smaller, which may leave room for a header on top. And then I put in this little kind of calendar here to track what I wanted to get done for work. And then when it came to my categories, I didn't change anything, but I did add this like apricot color for recovering time, which you notice is in here a lot in the afternoon. Those are mostly stress naps and naps because my kidneys were hurting. Not gonna lie. Here is my lettering every damn day challenge. As you can see, the 7th was the last day I did it. I also want to mention that I know I spelled at least 3 different things wrong when I was so impressed with myself because I know all of the scary movie people like Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger that I spelled their names wrong and didn't double check. Pretty sure I spelled Jason Voorhees wrong. I know I spelled Freddy Krueger wrong, and I'm pretty sure I spelled Oogie Boogie wrong. So my bad. You can spell it either way if you're doing the challenge. And then when I was super stressed out, instead of getting work done, I decided to swatch my Tombos. Why? Because they have numbers on this side, but they don't have the color names, even though the color names do exist. So I swatched them so I could get an idea of what color was what and blah, blah, blah. And they have a printout on their website with like a wheel that has all the colors listed. And I just did it in that order. So that's where I got the color names, and that's where I got the order that I put them in here. I have the 96 count set, so I don't buy the extra 10 count. You know, when they do like the Galaxy or any of that shit, I don't buy those. I have those already. I just go to the art supply store and replace the ones as they wear out, which is almost always the black and some of the darker colors because I practice with those. So looking at this, you could see all the colors. The one color that surprised me, 925 Scarlet. That is fucking orange. That is not scarlet. And then I tried to swatch the colorless blender, which occurred to me after was kind of redundant. And then I also swatched the Tombow, these guys, the twin tone markers, because I really like them. And my next goal is to go and try and figure out what dual brush pens correspond with each dual tone marker. But I just drew out the 2 different lines. I didn't do that with these because I never used the bullet tip on the Tombows. And then we get to Friday, and I used this huge ghost washi with foil from Simply Gilded to just decorate the page because I had just gotten it and I loved it. And here's Friday, and that's where everything stopped. Friday the 6th. Today is the 16th. 10 days. 10 days. I'm deep into October, and I've already fucked up. But it's not a fuck up, you guys. It's not a fuck up. If you feel bad about yourself for missing time in your bullet journal, don't. You're not beholden to it. You don't have to answer to your notebook. So just try not to. I'm telling myself this because I kind of feel guilty. I've been doing this on YouTube as I've been going as a journey. And part of me is like, oh man, people like watching my videos, I think. But, you know, then there's the other part of me that's like, but look, you're being real and this is your shit. And it has been a fucked up week between the shit happening at my church and the shit happening because of the fire, and my kidneys have been hurting, and I don't have any nails left because I've been chewing on them, and it's just a situation. And so I'm going to try. I worked in my planner earlier. That plan with me is already up on the channel, and that kind of restored a sense of normalcy. So I'm hoping that setting up for this week is going to restore a sense of normalcy as well. But I make no promises about staying on top of it. And next week when I show my bullet journal for the Plan As You Go week, it may look like a hot fucking piece of garbage. But we'll worry about that later. Probably should have said this at the beginning, and I will say this at the end. There will be a video going up on the channel today, the day that this goes live, which is Thursday, in the afternoon, a short video announcing winners to the giveaways that I have been doing, and I thank you for your patience. Okay, let's get started on this setup. Now, I am being a fucking faker and just doing this so I don't have to count. Shit. But now I'm like wondering. So that's where it stops, and then it stops 1 in. Okay. This is super sloppy. I haven't quite gotten the knack yet, as this is only the second time I've done this. I like this little weekly calendar with space for me to put what work I want to get done. Now, the reason I combine Saturday and Sunday into one day is because I don't want to bleed too much into that because my husband has those days off and it gives us a chance to spend time together. But I do things like patron hangouts and live videos on Saturdays and Sundays. But that's about all I want to put on there. I feel like that's not a perfect looking header, but when have I ever been perfect? Let's get these time tracking put in and my colors put in. And like I said, I'm going to go through them because this will be the first time in October that I've gone through them, but I'm going to try not to do it every video because that's just redundant. So this kind of bluish color is sleep. Purple for time with my husband. Pink is hygiene. This red is kids. This is recover. This kind of apricot color. This color orange is friends. This color is chores. So kind of like a brick sort of color. And then this marigold color is food and like cooking, grocery shopping, eating, things like that. This purple is for Patreon. This like kind of blue is for YouTube. Green is for other business related shit. This like tealy kind of like turquoise is church. Gray is reading. Brown is for farting around on social media. This regular kind of light blue is for fucking off. Not the sexy kind, the not doing what you're supposed to be doing kind. The sexy kind is in husband time. Think about that as you will when you see my time tracking. And then this yellow is errands. Did I add anything else? I think that's all I added. All right, so that is my week all set up, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna start bullet journaling for this week here. And I'm gonna do 2 pages of lettering so that I can start catching up when I have time. I've been wondering if I'm gonna do a weekly layout at all, and I'm not entirely certain that I'm going to. We will find out, won't we? Let's see, where am I supposed to start? I don't even know where I'm at right now. 9. Here's the first one. Catch the fuck up. And then we'll do the second page. This is gonna be a fucking gaggle of lettering, and I will hopefully just do it whenever I get spare time this week, which is just knock some washi tape off my desk. Doing it whenever I have spare time. That's what she said? Question mark? Or that's what he wants her to say? Question mark? I don't know. As you can tell, this is not the most fabulous, but it'll work, right? It'll get me caught up eventually. That's the goal, at least. So that's my setup, and I am sorry that I did not have more to show you, but like I said, this is reality. This is what my bullet journal has looked like the last 2 weeks, and it would be remiss of me not to be honest about it, so I'm being honest. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do a full-blown bullet journal video next week, or if I'm just gonna incorporate it in the plan as you go situation that's going to be happening every day. I haven't quite figured that out yet, so let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Watch for the giveaway video later today, Thursday, so that I can announce my winners. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.